Alright, what's up, guys? This is NinjaDeathStrike, along with,
Gun Monkey 616.
and
Sam?
I know you guys have probably seen all of the Dragon Blade, Dragon Blast card scans have been released from Japan, so we're gonna talk about them because they're cool. So, yeah, you guys can just join us for the ride. You can see right now I have the scans pulled up, so we're just gonna go through and we'll both talk about anything that catches our attention. Probably just mostly hit the stuff with like Poke Powers and then obviously the EXs. So yeah, let's get started. First one on the list, I guess, is Jump Off. Not that great.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, its ability is interesting. If it were on a
Yeah, that's
better
what I was
card,
thinking,
yeah,
but its attack is so bad.
yeah.
Like,
So the ability is Passive Wind. Once during your turn, you can return this card and everything attached to it to your hand. But yeah, it's on a stage 2,
yeah.
so the immediately useless, and then it's on a stage 2 with 90 HP. So
It'd be cool if you could use it to, like, pick up another poke, but
yeah,
picking up itself, nothing.
like
Like, it doesn't even have enough health to tank and then pick it up to remove the damage counters, and especially because it's a stage 2. There's
yeah,
nothing you can really do with it.
even if it was on a flip, like if you flip a
Yeah.
heads, you can pick up something else. It would be really good, but
Yeah.
kind of just a missed opportunity, unfortunately. Card art's pretty cool. Have you noted, like, have you looked at the card art much?
Not a whole lot, but
There's
that's
a,
pretty good, I think.
there's like a theme, like ancient ruins. I think it's. But did you play the black and white, like the DS games?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
played
know
for that a
like
lot.
the little hidden area, like the aquatic ruins or whatever?
Yeah.
I think that's where these cards are. A lot of them. Like, look at the
A
card
lot
art
of the
on some of them, and there's like ruined pillars and stuff like that. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, and a lot of the water ones are
Yeah,
more in the water though. The
yeah,
electric and the grass ones are like that, and then
yeah,
it kind of changes based on what type they are.
yeah. I like how they kind of have
Pretty cool.
a little theme going with it, though. So anyhow,
Yeah,
next I guess would be Ninjask, unless you really want to talk about Ninkata.
definitely. Looks like an awesome card.
Yeah,
I can see a lot of potential using Inkata.
that that big dig damage, the
Yeah,
dig stall Ninkata.
yeah. I think I'm just gonna use just like four Inkata in a death Terrakion style.
Fliptini.
I
You
think
need the Fliptini too.
yeah, Fliptani and Inkata. That's what my new deck is.
All right.
Pretty excited.
So Ninjask, another kind of disappointing card. Like another one with a really cool ability, and then nothing to help it after that.
Yeah.
He didn't even get fighting resistance, which kind of sucks.
Does it have any resistance?
No,
No, none.
and his attack pretty bad. Um,
Yeah.
the only reason his ability is cool is because what's his name? Shedinja is kind of neat. We'll get to him, but yeah, Shedinja would be a lot cooler if Ninjask did anything. He
A lot
doesn't.
like Jump Bluff. It's just pretty
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, and they even gave him a retreat cost like that. That sucks for him. He's
Really?
tiny and he flies really fast. I was
Yeah.
surprised. They just kind of screwed him over as much as possible.
And he's got 60 HP.
Oh yeah, that
Wow.
too. I didn't even notice that. Wow, on a stage 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
Terrible.
yeah, pretty bad. Um, Maractus, I don't think we need to talk about, do we?
No.
Yeah, okay.
All
Uh,
the grass are pretty bad.
yeah, grass, bad. Magmortar is terrible, but his card art is badass.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's not loading up for me here. I wish I could zoom in on it, but Pokebeach decided it's gonna take a while. Oh well. Yeah, everyone go look at
Yeah,
Magmortar's card art. It's pretty cool.
it's on the steps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just like pointing the gun in your face.
that's pretty good.
Um, and then next we have our first EX, Ho-Oh EX, which is interesting.
Oh,
Um, so the ability Phoenix, as long as you have one in your discard pile, you can flip a coin. If it's heads, you get to put it back on your bench and attach 3 basic energies to it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think its attack is cool as well, but
But terrible.
yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like it's going to be very
like
good card. I guess it's alright, but nah.
it's a basic attacker with its own built-in energy acceleration, and I really want to
Yeah,
like it for that point. But then the attack is just so weak.
yeah,
Um, if
like,
if it did
and you
like
just have to run all those energy in your deck
yeah
to begin with. So unless you're playing it's just like a pure Ho-Oh deck, there's really no chance to do much in it anyway.
yeah if the base damage was higher, like if it was 60 plus, then I think it would be
Yeah,
a lot stronger. But 20 plus on an EX, it's almost like do you know the old Ho-Oh EX?
no,
Okay.
can't say I do.
Well, I had the same attack. Like they're bringing back a lot of the old EXs kind of with this set
Yeah,
specifically. Ho-Oh, Rayquaza, and Mew are all from the old set, and they're almost the same card. But whereas Mew and Rayquaza both got a big boost, Ho-Oh
yeah.
got nothing. Its attack still only does
Nothing.
20 plus.
I saw the old Rayquaza, and
Yeah,
I think was it 40
it
for
was
each
yeah it was
energy, and
40
now it's been
40
boosted up to
times.
60.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, and then poor Ho-Oh just got left
but
out. So I
even
have
if you do manage to get all three of those energy, you're only still doing 80,
yeah,
which is
80 for
just
3
not that
is
great.
just terrible. Yeah.
So
So I'll still probably try to
not a
make a
lot
deck out
there.
of it when it comes out, just because it's got
Yeah,
a cool
it'd be a
ability.
cool
But
idea,
I just
and
it won't be competitive.
yeah,
Yeah.
can't see it being played much.
Yeah. Too bad. All right. Moving on. I guess Melodic. Do you want to say anything about Melodic?
Three cards from your deck, put them into your hand, and it looks alright,
Yeah.
but nah, it's not really too amazing.
Yeah.
It could be cool as a starter, I guess.
Yeah.
But oh well, actually, its attack's really good, but it's a stage one, so
It's stage 1.
like
Uh,
it can't really do any real damage, and you have to set it up, which I can, yeah. I don't know. It might be alright because that first attack is actually really, really good. It's like a better at the twins and an
yeah.
extra card.
Yeah.
But
But it's an
it's stage
attack
one.
too.
Yeah. If it was
That's
a basic, it'd be awesome.
yeah. If it was a
But being a
basic,
stage
or if
one,
that
you
was
can't.
an ability that you could use when you put it
Yeah,
into play, that'd be really good.
that'd be amazing.
Yeah. But yeah,
Use that Sky Bridge on a basic, and
yeah. I mean, even if it was
it'd
a
be
stage
awesome.
1 and that was an ability, it'd still be worth playing.
Yeah,
It's just if it was one or the other, like if it was a basic or if that was an ability instead, I think it would have been playable. But as it stands,
yeah.
it'll be good and limited, like for booster draft.
I'll
But
probably try it out,
that's about
but
it.
I reckon it's going to be too slow
Yeah,
to really use too much, and it'll probably just be one-shotted by something like a Mewtwo the next turn anyway.
yeah.
So
Plus, it's weak to lightning, so that's not
yeah,
doing it any
exactly.
favors.
Okay, when we killed by Mewtwo, be killed off by every other
by
deck,
by every other
card.
attacker in the game.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Walrein. I guess we'll just. I mean, we can skip Spiel and CeeLo. Go right to Walrein.
Nah,
No,
not
terrible.
not good at all.
Like,
No.
really bad. Stage 2 immediately makes
80,
it basically
80 for
unplayable.
3 on a stage 2,
Yeah,
and then just the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed.
but you can't use it again. You
Yeah,
can't, and then
nah, it's not very good.
it's got 4 retreats, so it's not going anywhere. Once it's
Yeah,
active, you
and you
can't
could like
switch
switch
it.
out,
Yeah,
keep switching between two.
yeah,
But even then, it just be you get one captured up and just keep attacking it until they're gone. So
yeah,
no.
yeah. Okay, Manectric.
Um, it's got no trait.
Yep.
That's I guess a good thing. Does 20 damage to one of its Pokemon. I guess it's an alright card, but it's not nothing amazing. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I think it would
I
be
like its second attack.
Flash Impact. Yeah, it's the same as what's his Luxray has that attack right now. Same
Yeah.
exact same thing, I think. Um,
Uh, it could see some play. I guess it's actually pretty good. No retreat. And then you get for one lightning and a double colorless. You do 80 plus 20. But
No, the 20 hits yours. You have it hurts you.
does it?
Yeah. One
One
of
of your okay.
yeah.
Wow. I thought that was at least the opponent's weapon. Okay, no,
um
terrible. I'm not doing that.
I still think it's got some potential, especially with
I
maybe
guess.
with Mew EX is where I see it having potential. That first attack, uh,
Yeah.
20 times for all the energy they have in play. It's pretty strong.
Actually, wow. Yeah, that's really good.
The main thing is that right now, a lot of the decks discard energy, uh,
Yeah.
or they just die because you Mewtwo kill them, and then all their
If
energy's
someone's
gone.
trying to stack Mewtwo, though,
Yeah, so
that could be.
I think this card's got some potential. I think it's kind of the like the Zeb Strika of this set.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be great, but it might have a niche. So we'll see.
Like I've seen a lot of people, if someone's playing the truth, they can then stack a Mewtwo and then want to kill anything. So if
Yeah,
someone's trying to stack Mewtwo and you're playing the truth, you could then bring this out and one shot a Mewtwo if they put enough energy on them, I guess.
yeah. And then
But
I mean, we have to remember that we have the dark set coming before this. So I mean, for you guys watching this, this is not the next set. This is the next set. So this is like 6 months out. There's a whole nother set coming in before this one that'll obviously change everything again. So
yeah,
you know, there might be some dark decks that need to have the energy going, maybe. So he might be. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think he's got potential.
it definitely has potential.
Next one, Emolga. Actually, not bad.
Cool family and then 20 damage. But I get, yeah, cool family's alright.
Yeah,
Zero trait.
basic,
That's
70
good.
HP. I mean, yeah, it might work. Just it depends
Some,
on
yeah,
rotation too. If you know the Heart Gold Soul Silver sets rotate out, this guy could be pretty good.
yeah,
Since you know collector and stuff will be gone.
definitely. It could be. Some just running that instead of something like a Pichu, which I really. Pichu's alright, but.
I hate
I
Pichu too. Yeah.
Yeah, I.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah. Shedinja. This is actually I think an exact reprint of a Shedinja that was in the like the old EX Emerald set or something. Exact same attacks and power.
Its ability is. I guess that's actually really cool.
Yeah, like it snipes for 30 and you don't get a prize off of it. I feel like if Ninjask were better, this could have been a deck,
Yeah.
but Ninjask is not better. It's awful, which kind of
Yeah,
unfortunately
no.
kills this guy's usefulness a little bit.
It definitely is interesting at least.
Yeah,
Just them not being able to deny that prize. I guess if its attack was a little bit better, did a
yeah,
little bit higher damage output, you could definitely be used. But 3 damage counters really isn't enough to do anything. So
it's got free retreat too. That's always worth mentioning.
if it was like an ability like Chandelure, where you could get 2 off each turn,
Yeah,
I guess. But just
um,
being able to do that one attack for 3 damage counters really is
po-
going to be.
yeah. Possibly if eels were still big, it might be okay, like early game, just to pick off eels on the bench, and then
Yeah, pick
it
up
doesn't
time
matter
enough.
if they kill it. Yeah, but yeah, we'll
And
see.
60 HP again. There's
Yeah,
nothing's going to be struggling to take that out. So
yeah, you
you have to
won't.
waste a couple turns setting it up and putting down the energy, and then you're just
Yeah,
going to have it KO'd straight away.
yeah, it's cool, but I don't think it.
Yeah,
Oh well.
it's not going to be anything
Yeah.
too good.
Next, Gotharita's art is kind of cool. I don't want to talk about it, but just thought I'd mention that. I like the picture.
Uh, Let me load the picture. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
But we can definitely talk
But,
about Gothitelle. She's got an interesting attack. Actually,
which one?
the Gothitelle, the 130, the stage 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's knocked out. Wow, okay. Both of them had could be good.
Yeah.
40 damage, just 10 more damage for each opponent's bench Pokemon. Hmm.
It's kind of like a
Interesting.
reverse do the wave.
Yeah.
And
I'm doing
then,
that.
I mean, I think the first attack is probably the most interesting.
Especially with the X's.
Yeah, death sentence. Um, do you think it'll actually be good though?
Nah, stage 2's are dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, me either.
And
Stage two, and not only that, even with Fliptini, there's a less than a 50% chance to hit that.
yeah,
So,
it's just like you're gonna waste your turn setting that thing up and then rely on luck. And
yeah.
if they can take a couple of these things out, it's done.
Plus, it's weak to Psychic, assuming Mewtwo is still around when we get this set, and big, Mewtwo murders it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Sharpedo is still way better if you want to go like the double heads route. Just making them discard their hand is devastating.
Yeah.
Just can end their game right there. So, yeah.
not much there.
Golurk, I like because of his first attack, and I think he's got maybe some potential depending on how the format shapes up.
Yeah, could be. Especially if you can use it to catch out something like an electric
Yeah.
and then just do that and straight take them out.
I think that attack combined with catcher could just be incredibly disruptive.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got 130 HP, which is great. I mean, he's a stage 1, but at least that makes him able to take
Yeah.
a hit.
It's great. 130.
His
Yeah, I guess it could be alright. It's cool that his other attack, if you're being threatened by a dark deck, which definitely could be coming out through the next set,
yeah,
you won't be taking any. You won't have the weakness anymore. But
yeah. I think
it could be good.
the first attack is really, I think, where it's at. But yeah, like you mentioned,
If you start playing more pokes that are evolved in the format, then
Right.
it could be good. But
it depends too on how popular the dark deck is, because if they're dark basics and they resist psychic, it's only going to be doing 40, so it makes them a little bit less viable. You know, if he uses that attack on a Zoroark and it just goes down to Zora and is not knocked out, it kind of is a waste of time.
yeah,
So we'll have to see. He looks cool though. I want him to be good.
it could be good. But definitely there'd have to be many more cards that evolve. They're
Yeah.
just a bunch of basics like there is now.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Marowak, I don't think does anything really interesting.
Yeah.
Vortex Chop basically cancels out his anything that resists fighting, but meh.
No, not much there.
Yeah, not. We can skip
Oh,
it.
nose pass. Nose pass looks like that's threatening right there.
Look at his face. He means business. Looks like
Does
he's.
nose pass even evolve? Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Probopass.
Probopass. He's in the set. I think he's a steel type too, so we'll see him
Yeah,
later.
he is.
Okay. Next one, I guess, would be Gigalith.
10 more damage for each damage counter on all of your bench Pokemon. That could be cool.
Yeah, it's.
And then pretty much Bolt Strike.
Yeah.
I guess it could be cool if the Truth ever becomes viable again.
Yeah. He would make a good attacker in the truth. If it's.
It would.
I mean, it's dead right now, though, because Mewtwo. And,
Yeah.
I mean, Rayquaza is not going to do it any favors either. It's just going to make it even worse, so don't expect to
can't
see the truth coming back. No.
And I can definitely see Rayquaza being extremely, extremely dominant.
Yeah,
That card looks
Rayquaza.
amazing.
Oh, my God. We'll get to it in a second here. That card is. I mean, you thought Mewtwo was bad.
I know. That's literally gonna be like.
Hold on to your butts.
Bad. I know. Yeah, we better just wait till we get to him.
Yep.
I suppose.
Throw,
What else?
not very good. Completely
No,
bland.
not
Same
much.
with Sock. We don't even need to waste time on them. I don't think.
Smoke screen. What's that point?
Skunk Tank again. Nothing special going on there.
Not much. Okay, so I guess
Yeah, next EX, Registeel EX.
Um, Triple laser, three of your opponent's Pokemon's attack does 30 damage to each of them. It's not too bad, I guess. 80 damage. Alright, not amazing by any means though.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this card. Like, when I first read it, I was like, man, that's terrible. But then, you gotta factor in the fact that it's got 180 HP, and then its attack lets it tank, and you can put special metal energies on it too. So,
Yeah, alright.
it's not gonna
You
get
can get,
O-code by anything.
if you can get a lot of special metals onto this could
Yeah,
also be, I guess, useful in the truth. Does it have a psychic resistance? Yeah, it does.
yeah, it does. And you can put a Violet on it too, because it's basic.
Yeah,
So
be hard to knock out,
it
but
would
its
be.
attacks don't really do any damage.
Yeah, I think probably the first attack is the one that would be interesting. Again, if there's still things that play evolved, anything that
Yeah.
evolves, like it can hit the bench, spread
And it's going to
damage.
be pretty easy to attack with him turn 2
Yep,
because of that double colorless or triple colorless
yep.
energy cost. So
So
if
you,
you can stop your opponent from evolving into their eels or whatever stage 1 to 2 they're playing, then you can definitely take a lot of cheap prizes with one attack.
you can use him with Celebi too,
Yeah,
because he
you
takes
could
colorless.
actually,
So you
yeah,
can
you
get
could be
turn
attacking
one.
turn 1.
Not, I mean, if Celebi is still around, which I think it will be, it might be a little different, but I think it'll still probably survive in some form. Uh, I think this could be a pretty decent play in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I see that work. This would be really good for that eels matchup.
Yeah,
Definitely, but this is 2 sets on, so
yeah. I'm
if eels or
Eels.
Celebi's still viable.
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously Dark will come into play, but I don't think it'll just blow everything out of the water. I think Eels will still be good.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
definitely could work in Celebi.
Yeah. And
Um,
next, here's our boy Probopass.
you choose one energy if you move it benched, and no, not much. I guess its first attack could be cool for stalling for a little bit, and you could keep attaching energies to something to a bench sitter.
Yeah,
I guess something like a Celebi or a Eels,
an
but
electric. Yeah.
not really anything amazing.
Uh, yeah, I think the first attack is good. But I think the rest of the card is pretty bad, and that one
Yeah,
attack is
for
not going to
trade as
be
well.
worth playing him. Yeah. Again, he might be good for like a Mew Prime or Mew EX. But since Catcher is in the format, I think that makes Mew EX a lot weaker than he was originally. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll talk about him when we get there. So now we have our new type, Dragon.
Dragon. That's
Uh,
so cool that they rung in a new type.
Yeah, I like it. It's,
I do too.
uh,
It's awesome.
so Altaria is our first representative. What do you think about it?
As long as Pokemon is in play, your Dragon type Pokemon, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like its ability a lot.
It's a stage 1, so it's not completely out of the
Only
question
got
to
one
get into
retreat
play.
as well.
Yep.
Its attack is horrible,
Yeah.
but it's like a really, really horrible actually. Wow, I didn't even notice it had 3 different
Yeah,
energy
all the
requirements.
dragons do. I don't know what they like. Dragons are
Could have brung
bad.
in some sort of dragon energy, I guess.
Yeah, that's what everyone thought it was gonna be, and then they gave us these like shitty
Yeah.
rainbow
Wow.
energy wannabe things instead. So yeah, it's not gonna do any attacking.
So bad. Oh, okay, 70 HP, which is pretty horrible
Yeah.
for a step 1.
I-
But yeah, I definitely could see its ability being useful, but at the same time, it's not really amazing.
Yeah.
20 additional damage could come in handy, but then again, you just got plus powers if you need to KO. You don't need to bother setting another thing up in the bench, which is weak to all the other cards that are being released at the moment.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
this
I
deck,
mean,
so
with 70 HP, doesn't matter anyhow because everything
I
is gonna
guess.
kill it. But it doesn't say that it doesn't stack. So I wonder if you
An
can
army
add
of
more. Yeah, it might
uh,
come down to the kind of Kingdra plus power
yeah.
choice that we had, a couple sets ago, where some people opted to go for Kingdra for like the consistent damage, and some people went plus power. So
If its attack was decent, possibly you could just have like 4 Alteras out at one point and be doing a ridiculous amount of damage.
yeah,
But that attack, you definitely have to be a bench sitter. So
yeah, we'll see. Might work. But the main problem is none of the other dragons are good except for Quasar, and he doesn't need help. So I don't think we'll be seeing a whole lot of Altaria, which is too bad. At least not in this set. Maybe if they make the dragon cards better in the future.
yeah, definitely if they bring out Dragon Energy, that'd be cool. But
Yeah,
I can't see them doing that now.
yeah. So that will bring us to the man himself, Rayquaza EX.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah, pretty
this card
much.
is amazing. Like, wow,
Uh,
it's like Magnezone times by 100.
it's so good. Like
Ridiculously good.
it's it's better than Mewtwo. I'm just gonna say it. It's better than
Yeah,
Mewtwo.
that's what I was thinking.
Um,
And it's got that one retreat with Skyro Bridge,
yeah,
so you can power it up on the bench with electric, and
yep.
then just keep switching between a couple of them with mental
Uh,
state isolation.
yeah. It uses but if you it uses all of the best energy accelerators. Like
Exactly. You could
you
pick
just
whatever you want,
yep,
and then
whatever you
have
want.
secondary attackers
Um,
depending on which way you want to go.
kills pretty much anything for 3 energy, and you don't have to loss zone them.
Does anything resist Dragon at the moment?
No,
Nothing.
no.
Okay.
Maybe steals will in the future, but right now
Yeah.
they don't. So
They'll resist Psychic. Keep most of them anyway.
yep.
Okay. Well, yeah,
I
it's
mean,
an
this
amazing
this
card,
card is amazing. Yeah, there's just
and all the other Dragon types bad. So that
yeah.
weakness
The only
probably
thing
is
it's
going to
weak
come
to
into
is
play.
itself. Yep.
Yeah. So
Uh,
unless, well, it's going to be pretty much like Mewtwo Wars in the current format, right?
yep.
It's going to be Rayquaza Wars, and
Yeah.
whoever
Except
can stack damage is going to be the winner.
literally the only counter to it though is going to be itself. Like Mewtwo,
Exactly.
it's there's other psychic types. No. Are you going to use Garchomp? Okay.
Yeah,
Good luck.
and even Mewtwo isn't going to be able to attack Rayquaza because it's going to be discarding all that energy before Mewtwo can even touch it. So
Yep. Yep.
its only counter will be itself, and maybe some of the other EXs if they become. Maybe some of the other EXs will be able to touch it, but pretty much it's just going to roll through team until you can get your own Rayquaza up.
Yep. And it'll one shot everything forever. Hits
Yeah,
for
exactly.
unlimited damage. I mean, yeah.
Exactly, and Magnezone at least, once you got that energy into the lost zone, you couldn't do any more damage. This thing, you can just continually get that damage onto the board and
Yep.
just continually do 60 times however many energies you could discard, which will usually be 2 to 3.
And so I actually think that this guy makes Registeel more playable just because Rayquaza makes the Eels more playable, and then Registeel will
Yeah.
do well against them. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Like, it can even one-shot EXs really without having to struggle at all.
Yep.
Like,
I mean-
you can easily get that 3 energy on with, most of the time you'll have 2 eels on the bench and then probably an energy drop, or 3 eels if you can manage to get them all up.
Yep.
So, easy.
I mean, I can see the deck
going
being
EXs.
like 4/4 Eels, and then 2 or 3 of this guy. Oh, excuse me, 2 or 3 of this guy, and like a Raikou.
Yeah,
EX.
I really like Raikou as well.
Yep.
It's like a better Zeb Striker.
Yeah. I mean, Raikou's gonna be really good for the mirror.
I'm really excited for related to Raikou. So,
All right. Anyhow, moving on.
I don't want to move.
Just want that card.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of Garchomp, I think there's actually a couple in this set, but here's the first one.